Well, since we're now back again, we're trying to catch up with a lot that's going on overseas, especially with sex work on there, some of the age verification laws and stuff like that. We're catching up on that. Just note, it's going to take us a little time to catch up, but do be patient. We'll get these stories out as soon as possible. Like I said, we're in the new studio. We're having fun to this situation. But, it's taking some time to build, wire up. We're only just starting to wire up the equipment on there. We're still on laptops. But be patient with us. Be patient. But one thing that was going on, and this was back at the end of May before the holiday break, Spain has been trying to recriminalize sex work. In other words, it's legal. Sex work is legal. Prostitution, that is legal in Spain.
The hell you say?
And it has been for quite some time now. And it has worked. It has worked with, certain issues here and there. But it has worked. It has gotten rid of the pimp. It's gotten rid of the human not all the human trafficking, but it's gotten rid of a good amount of the human trafficking. Because the thing about it is, you have to remember to the situation. Most of these men and women that are in sex work, they're working for themselves now. See, and that's the thing, that they don't tell you these things. When it was illegal, you had the situation where people controlled others. The pimp had the bitches. You would say the bitches. No, but there were women that were being human trafficked, men that were human trafficked, children that were being human trafficked.
My bitch better have my money through rain, sleet, or snow.
And the thing about it is now that when you decriminalize the thing, they don't want that. They don't want that to happen. This is different from cannabis and drug decriminalization on there, because that's a whole different story in itself. With this, people are able to go out on their own, and they get to keep the money that they earn. That's the thing about it is, if they have a pimp that we're going to try, they don't get to keep their money. They get the small amount to survive on. Here you're hearing stories out of Spain that basically they're men and women going to college with what they make from sex work. They may not stay in the business. They just stay there temporarily to make money. But let's read a little bit into this from good old pal Gustav Turner over at XBiz. Spain's Socialist Party suffered a sound defeat on Tuesday, and this is the Tuesday prior to the holiday, in its attempt to recriminalize sex work in Spain as a controversial bill promoted by Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez. Government failed to gain parliamentary support among the party's ruling coalition allies. The supposedly feminist law has been loudly opposed by sex workers, sex worker right groups, and the local adult industry. The traditional left-leaning PSOE was counting on the ultra-Catholic element within the main opposition party, the right-leaning People's Party, to provide some support, but the critical mass of the People's Party parliamentary withdrew their backing from the widely revealed abolish of prostitution law. The vote ended 122 in favor from POSE, Alabadas, and CC, 184 against from PP, Solimar, ERC, Junts, and PNV, and 36 absentees, mainly from the MAGA-like New Right Vox Party. I don't know why they call MAGA, because basically it's a rights party, If they have some of the inkling on there, I wouldn't call them MAGA. Among the parliamentary criticisms were misgivings about the proposed law not offering an exit path for sex workers and an emphasis on punishing facilitators and clients described by the government as pimps and johns, following the Nordic model of the propaganda playbook. But see, the thing about it is, the pimps have been pushed out. They want to punish the johns. That's what they want to do. They just want to punish the johns, and they just want the prostitutes back under the thumb of the pimps.
My bitch better have my money through rain, sleet, or snow.
A spokesperson for the PSOE Equality Commission, Laura Bergeon, unequivocally stated last year, we must abolish prostitution because it is incompatible with human rights. According to the El Mundo newspaper, Tuesday defeats holds a symbiotic weight and sends the abolition law right to the trash bin. It is the first time the newspaper noted that the PSOE has failed to rally its coalition allies in support of an important piece of legislation which may indicate a crack in the coalition that could further endanger its chances to remain in power. I believe so. As experts reported, Spanish sex workers have been organizing for months to fight Sanchez's campaign, which stems from the swerve-inspired policies marginalizing and criminalizing them. You got to remember, there's also stuff coming outside from groups in the U.S. as well. Morality and media happens to be one of them. Sex workers have pointed out the original goal of the proposed only yes means yes law in an earlier version that some self-described feminists in the PSOE mutated into a sex work abolish bill was to enshrine the idea of the consent in Spanish law, but that its backers ended up nothing criminalizing non-consensual deepfakes and deplatforming consensual sex workers instead. They ignored the voice of the sex workers, the activists told the Spanish press in December. They ruin us, they will make us lose autonomy, and they will send us into a clandestine world. How the hell is this helping reduce crime activity in our work life? The sex workers also accused the PSOE government of institutional violence against them and are demanding an end to harassment and criminalization of their work. And there's a lot more to this, but understand on this article is that, you have situations over there. They're trying to unionize the sex workers to make it more legitimate on there. That means that, the rest of the pimps that are still out there, the human traffickers, will be pushed away completely. It's not that easy, but it's there. It's going to happen to that situation if it continues this path. You have to remember, a lot of these girls that are on the streets were put there by pimps, not by choice. Remember that situation. There are those out there who want to do this work by choice and run their own business on their own supportive, their own network, everything across the board. There are legitimate ways on there. There are places, for example, Reno, the chicken ranch, not the bunny ranch, excuse me, not the chicken ranch, the bunny ranch.
Texas has a whorehouse in it. Texas has a whorehouse in it.
That's been legitimate for many years now, and it does work. It has worked. If, like, for example, in the U.S., if they want to legitimize the business, this is going to take away from the trafficking. You see this on Roosevelt Avenue. Look at what's on Roosevelt Avenue. Look at the primary bust that happened. The rooms, the stench, the way the filth. This is disease-ridden areas on here. Legitimizing the business, it puts it back into the situation with health issues. You're basically, you're not dealing with backroom issues. You're dealing with a more cleanly situation, a decreased chance of getting diseases. And also, you could put in with the union stuff health plans that would assist with this. But, this is what's going on. This is the new Puritans that they're going to the nation. And I call this business, courtesans, really. Because that's what it's always been. Prostitution is one of the oldest professions in the world. Always has been, and most likely will be here long after we're gone. And it keeps changing all the time. So tell me in the comments below your thoughts about this. Is it a big win for the Spanish sex workers, or basically is it a bigger issue in itself? So, and don't forget, be sure to share this video, make sure to like, and also hit that subscription button. Hopefully I earned your subscription today. It's very important on that. You know, we're in a new territory now. We are starting to build fast. Hopefully we'll be back fully online very soon. But we're doing our best onto that situation. But by subscribing and all that, it moves us forward in the algorithm, and it helps us greatly. So until next time, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the support, and bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel, as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are two ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop, where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.